Dave Grohl is a confident frontman, a powerful singer, and a great songwriter. If we look closely at his voice, we see that he's not that rangy, he's not that articulate, but it's his confidence and passion, and thus power that is portrayed, that creates such a great sounding classic rock voice. I'm Chris Liepe, and in this video I'm going to discuss and demonstrate some key aspects of Dave Grohl's voice that anyone singing or wanting to sing can apply to their own voice and do some great rock singing.
Looks like you need some attention today. I feel brand new. Like I can give more affection, I'd say. The rest of me to you. And I feel that you've been alone. It's been so long since I've been free. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me.
If you want to discover what your voice can really do, and if you want to download the track and watch the tracking session for the vocals that you just heard, follow the links below. So I said it earlier in the video, the number one thing that Dave Grohl has going for him is confidence. He's not a trained vocalist. He doesn't care. He gets up there and is aggressive and is passionate. A lot of people think when they're starting to sing, even rock singing, that they need to go through some sort of official training in order to attain what they're hearing in another rock vocalist or another vocalist, period. But most rock vocalists, in fact, I think all rock vocalists that certainly I grew up listening to, they don't have any official training. The best thing they did for their voice was get in a room, see what it could do, throw off the inhibitions, not care about anything else or what anyone thinks. And so we're going to do that right now. We're going to harness the power of what Dave Grohl and so many other rock singers do, and we're going to start with a yell. And whatever that yell is, whatever you do as you're following along with this video, and hopefully you will, whatever you do, we're going to embrace the sound of that yell and the feel of that yell. We're not going to try to sing. We're just going to do this. We're going to yell. Yeah! Yeah! We're not going for pitch. Your yell might sound more like, ah! That's okay. Yell again till it's a confident yell. Yeah! 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 Whatever it is, it's totally fine. Don't hurt yourself, but embrace that yell. Now, we're going to borrow from what I did in this song, and that's like Dave Grohl, and we're going to, instead of saying yeah, we're going to say the words rest of me. And we're just going to say them. We're not going to say rest of me. We're not going to say rest of me. We're not going to be all official and make sure that we're hitting the pitches just right and all that stuff. We're just going to, with as much passion and as much lack of regard for anything, we're just going to say those words. Rest of me! Rest of me! We want to get more passionate about it because that's what we hear in Dave Grohl singing. Rest of me! Rest of me! Rest of me. No, that's not the character we're going for. Rest of me! Now, you might be asking, how are you getting that specific gravel out of your voice? Well, I'm not actually going for a specific gravel. I'm just pushing. I'm pushing to the point of delivering the passion out of the words that I want to deliver. And it's going to be different with everybody's voice. But as you learn to let loose, you're going to discover based on feel what happens when you let loose. The problem is most people have never let loose. They're too careful. They're too cautious. And that's not rock singing. Never has been. All right, so throw off the inhibitions and yell and practice yelling. Make your yells, as you continue to practice, make them attractive to your own ears. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're not performing right here. You're just getting a confident grasp on how you sound when you are confidently yelling. Okay, here is the second thing that we need to pull from Dave Grohl's voice. It's not enough just to yell, throw off inhibitions and yell. We have to learn how to create a dynamic range. I'm not talking about vocal range like notes here. I'm talking about a dynamic range. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that yell and then we're going to calm it down. We're going to take the yell and then we're going to hold it a bit. Before we do that, we need to define where the bottom of our dynamic range is. So it's going to be here. Or is it here? We're just going to take a note, but let's sing the note. Hey, hey. Okay, so there's our note, and we can be comfortable with that note. Hey, and not exert too much. Hey, hey. If it's lower, hey, 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 hey. I think that one's going to be mine. Hey, but it could be lower. Now, we're going to do that uninhibited yell, whatever that pitch is, we don't care. Hey! And we're going to land on that note. Hey! 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 I know this sounds weird, certainly not the voice lessons that I took growing up, but this sort of stuff is what helped me sing what I consider to be a comfortable voice for me, what I consider to be help me sing well. Hey! And as we do this exercise to pull inspiration from Dave Grohl, we're going to be keenly aware of where we're getting our volume. Our volume, and I've said this in other videos, our volume does not come from tensing our neck. The sound that I'm getting, that gravelly sound, doesn't come from tensing my neck. All power starts with your lower abdominals. And if you don't feel like you're using the same muscles that you use to poop or throw up, if those muscles aren't engaged, you're going to fry your voice really quick. You want to make sure that you're focusing your energy downward as you're putting sound outward. Now, some perspective. Most of us listen to our favorite singers on recordings where they got a chance to do it over and over again or however many times they wanted to in order to get that right passion, that right sense. Of course, they had to get in the zone and perform, but we're listening to refined recordings. And this can often lead us, as we're comparing and trying to sound like another person, it can often lead us to discouragement, and it can often lead us to misuse our voice. We don't want to try to sound like Dave Grohl. We don't want to do that. We want to try to harness the energy and the essence of Dave Grohl and what he does and inject it into our own voice. That's very different than manipulating our voice before we really know how to use it to sound like someone else. One's drawing inspiration. The other one is probably poor imitation. And when you're listening to a Dave Grohl recording, one thing that he employs quite a bit is the doubling of his voice. And I want to show you what I did with the recording that you heard at the beginning so that you hear the difference between a single-tracked voice and a doubled voice.
Looks like you need some attention today. I feel brand new. Like I can give more affection, I'd rest of me to you. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me.
Okay, now listen to what it sounds like doubled. I left out the first part of the double to give it that isolating feel.
Looks like you need some attention today. I feel brand new.
Ooh.
Looks like you need some attention today. I feel brand new. Like I can give more affection, I'd say. The rest of me to you. And I feel bad you've been alone. It's been so long since I've been free. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me. Now I can give you the rest of me.
There is a smoothing that happens with doubling. And when we're listening to it as a vocalist or an aspiring vocalist, oftentimes we sense even more confidence out of a doubled vocal because there's a curation almost of some of the rough edges that happens in the recording process. Why am I sharing this? Because when we listen to a recording, we're hearing that. When we're listening to our own voice, even if we've recorded our own voice, we're not hearing that. All the more reason to stress the importance of not trying to imitate a sound, but rather draw inspiration from it. So if you've been inspired or even curious to try some of these things, download the backing track, join my free voice course, again, both listed below, and give it a try. Just open up your voice over the track with the spirit of Dave Grohl in the room and see what you can come up with. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to demonstrate how you might want to start going that direction. Hey, a phrase. Looks like you need some attention today. Yeah! Looks like you need some attention today. Notice, no pitch at the top. I don't care. Yeah, the rest of me, the rest of me, the rest of me. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I feel bad. 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 Yeah. The rest of me. Have fun with this. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any questions as you strive to, or even try to free your voice and discover what it can really do. Let me know if I can help you more.